Have you ever noticed how someone's voice tells a story far beyond their words? A shaky voice, a deep, calm tone, or even the strength behind a laugh can reveal more about health and aging than we often realize. In fact, scientists now believe that the very sound of your voice after 60 could hold powerful clues about how long you might live. Surprising, isn't it? Before we dive into this fascinating discovery, I'd like to gently remind you to please press the like button and subscribe to our channel, Elderly Discoveries. We are here to share wisdom, health tips, and daily guidance to help elders live not only longer, but also healthier and happier lives. Your support keeps this journey alive, and together we are building a community of care. Why the voice is more than just sound. Our voice is like a window into our body. Every breath, every vibration of the vocal cords, every shift in tone carries a hidden message about what's happening inside us. Think of it as a personal health monitor that speaks, quite literally. When we reach the age of 60 and beyond, changes in the body become more noticeable. Muscles weaken, breathing patterns shift, and even our vocal cords thin out. But here's the fascinating part. Researchers have found that these changes in the tone, pitch, and strength of the voice can actually predict longevity. Just like doctors check blood pressure or heart rate, soon they may be able to simply listen to the sound of your voice to detect risks of illnesses, frailty, or even early signs of diseases like Parkinson's or dementia. The science behind voice and lifespan. So how exactly does this work? Scientists have discovered that the voice is linked to the lungs, heart, and brain. When you speak, you're not just using your throat, you're using your respiratory system, your cardiovascular system, and your nervous system all at once. That means if something isn't working right inside your body, your voice might reveal it before you even realize it. For example, a weak or breathy voice can be linked to reduced lung capacity. A trembling or shaky tone might show changes in muscle control or nervous system health. Sudden hoarseness can sometimes point to underlying heart or thyroid conditions. One fascinating study showed that older adults with stronger, clearer voices often lived longer and healthier lives than those whose voices showed early weakness. Changes after 60 you should notice. Here are some key voice changes to watch for. EQ, pitch. If your voice suddenly becomes unusually high or low, it could mean vocal cord changes or hormonal imbalances. Breathiness. Struggling to hold a sentence without gasping might signal lung or heart problems. Hoarseness. Long-lasting hoarseness should never be ignored. It can point to acid reflux, thyroid issues, or even something more serious. Shakiness. Trembling voices may sometimes be linked with neurological changes like Parkinson's. Seat, loss of volume. If people constantly ask you to speak louder, it might mean weakening vocal muscles or reduced lung strength. Paying attention to these signs could be the difference between early detection and late discovery. Why doctors listen to your voice more closely. Now, in recent years, doctors and scientists have started paying more attention to something they once overlooked: the tone of a patient's voice. Why? because the voice carries clues that machines can now detect with surprising accuracy. With advanced technology, computers can analyze tiny vibrations in the voice that the human ear can't catch. For example, changes in frequency, pauses between words, or even subtle cracks in tone may indicate early risks of stroke, respiratory weakness, or cognitive decline. Think about it. If a simple voice recording can predict future health issues, imagine how much easier life becomes. Instead of complicated tests, your doctor might just ask you to read a short sentence into a microphone, and within seconds they could know if something is wrong. This is no longer science fiction. It's happening right now in research labs around the world. The link between voice, lungs, and longevity. Your lungs are the engine behind your voice. When they weaken, your voice weakens too. That's why breathing patterns tell us so much about aging. People with healthy lungs usually speak with clarity, energy, and confidence. People with lung damage or reduced capacity often sound breathless, strained, or weak. One medical study discovered that seniors who could sustain a note while singing or humming for longer than 10 seconds tended to live longer and had fewer respiratory issues. Isn't that amazing? Just humming could be a life test. So, next time you're alone, try humming or singing a favorite old tune. Notice how long you can hold a single sound. If it feels shorter than usual, it might be worth talking to your doctor. The brain connection. Your brain controls not only what you say, but also how you say it. When the brain is healthy, your speech flows smoothly. But when brain cells begin to decline, your voice may give the first warning. Early signs of dementia or Alzheimer's sometimes appear in speech changes. Pauses between words become longer. Sentences may sound uncertain. The rhythm of speech slows down. Similarly, diseases like Parkinson's often cause voices to become softer, monotone, or shaky years before movement problems appear. This is why researchers say your voice is the sound of your brain health. Part 8. Daily Life. Tips to keep your voice strong. After 60 now, let's move to the most important part. What you can do every day to keep your voice healthy and, in turn, protect your lifespan. Breathing. Exercises breathing is light, and your voice depends on it. Try this simple routine. Sit comfortably. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 2 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat this for 5 minutes daily. This strengthens the lungs, calms the mind, and improves voice stability. Hydration. Habits. The vocal cords are like strings. They need lubrication. If they dry out, your voice becomes raspy. Drink at least 6 to 8 glasses of water daily. Limit coffee and alcohol. They dry the throat. Keep a bottle of water nearby when speaking for long periods. Diet for a healthy voice. Certain foods keep your voice youthful. Leafy greens and fresh vegetables for antioxidants. Honey and warm herbal teas for soothing the throat. Fruits like apples and pears that keep the mouth moist. Avoid too much fried or spicy food that irritates the vocal cords. Stress reduction. Have you noticed how stress changes your voice? When anxious, it becomes tight and shaky. Stress not only harms your voice but also shortens lifespan. Try daily stress relievers. gentle morning walks, listening to calming music, meditation or prayer, talking to loved ones instead of holding emotions inside, vocal cord exercises. Yes, just like muscles, your vocal cords can be exercised. Hum your favorite tune for 5 minutes. Read a short passage aloud daily, clearly and slowly. Practice saying tongue twisters. They strengthen speech clarity. These small habits may add years to both your voice and your life. Warning: signs in your voice you should never ignore. Sometimes the voice whispers before the body screams. Here are a few warning signals elders should pay attention to. Persistent hoarseness. If your voice sounds rough or husky for more than 2 weeks, don't ignore it. It could be acid reflux, thyroid imbalance, or in rare cases, even something serious with the vocal cords. Sudden voice loss. Losing your voice without a cold or flu may signal vocal cord strain or hidden inflammation. Chronic dry throat. If water doesn't help, it could mean dehydration from medication or underlying illness. Weak, fading voice. If your voice feels tired quickly or people struggle to hear you, it might mean your lungs or muscles need attention. Voice shakiness, a trembling voice, is not always just age. It may point to neurological conditions that need early treatment. Remember, the sooner you notice, the better you can prevent. Your voice is like your personal alarm clock for health. Simple daily routine for a stronger voice and longer life. Here's a sample day in the life routine to protect both your voice and your health after 60. Morning. Start with 5 minutes of deep breathing and a glass of warm water with honey. Midday. Take a short walk outdoors. Fresh air opens the lungs and brightens the voice. Afternoon. Drink herbal tea, like chamomile or ginger, to soothe your throat. Hum or sing along to a favorite old song while preparing lunch. Evening. Practice gratitude or prayer, then read a page from a book aloud. This keeps both memory and voice active. Night. Avoid very heavy, spicy foods late at night to prevent reflux, which can irritate the voice while you sleep. These are not just voice care tips. They are life care tips. A gentle message of hope, dear friends. Aging is not just about counting years. It's about adding life to those years. Your voice is the echo of your spirit, the proof that you are here, alive, and still sharing wisdom with the world. So when you speak, remember this. Every tone, every word, every laugh carries your health story. Treat your voice kindly, and it will reward you with strength, clarity, and longevity. Before we end today's journey, let's reflect on what we learned. Your voice tone after 60 can reveal vital clues about your lungs, heart, and brain. Paying attention to pitch, breathiness, and shakiness can help detect early warning signs. Simple habits. Breathing exercises, hydration, a good diet, stress relief, and vocal practice can keep your voice young and your body strong. If this video touched your heart, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Elderly Discoveries. Every click helps us reach more elders with wisdom, care, and hope. And finally, remember, a long life is not just about the number of years you live, but about the strength of your voice, the joy in your words, and the love you continue to share. Stay healthy, stay hopeful, and let your voice carry the song of life for many more beautiful years to come.